I think we should have gone after Auschwitz and taken our chances on killing some of the people there who were innocent, but knocking out those gas chambers and the mass weapons of death. I also think it would have helped if we had bombed the railroad lines leading to Auschwitz. The purpose of those rail lines was to carry human beings to their death. And we might have even been able to use long-range fighter planes to get right down on the tracks and knock them out. And the same with the gas ovens.
The Jews of Hungary, almost 800,000 of them, were transported at the later part of 1944 from Hungary all the way through to Auschwitz, and there were a number of pleas to the White House, to the Department of War, just bomb those railways. And they even mentioned a certain junction. We have here one of your mission orders where the planes coming back from Auschwitz, the rendezvous point to go back to Italy, was above that junction of railroads.
We should have hit that junction, and we could have, I think we could have disabled it. We should have hit the rail lines even if we had to go back several times. I've always thought that Franklin Roosevelt was a great man. He's been my political hero. I think that he made two great mistakes in World War II. One was the imprisonment of the Japanese American citizens without any proof of treason on their part. They were, in my opinion, 100% loyal to the United States. Many of them later fought beside the American Army. That was a big and tragic mistake. The other mistake was not to go after Auschwitz, and especially the more practical task of knocking out the rail lines that were taking people to their death in that terrible camp. I think that was a tragic mistake on the part of the president or whoever made that decision at the high levels of our government. We could have interdicted those rail lines going into Auschwitz, blasted them off the earth, which would have interrupted the flow of people to these death chambers. And secondly, we had probably a pretty good chance of knocking out those gas ovens. Now, that doesn't mean that the Nazis would have not moved in with machine guns and just knocked everybody to their deaths anyway. So there's all kinds of ifs here.
But not with the efficiency.
No, not with
operating 4 gas chambers at the rate of burning 12,000 Jews every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I mean, that they couldn't have done with machine guns. And you know, Senator, 437,000 Jews, Hungarian Jews that were transported, were killed in Auschwitz.
Yeah.
The sheer number of it, you know, it could have been stopped. At least it was worth an effort.
It was worth an effort because what we want to derive from the experience of Auschwitz and the slaughter of the Jewish people is a determination never again will we have the capacity to do something about that and not exercise the full capacity of our strength and our judgment in that direction. We should have gone all out during the Second World War. We can never again permit that kind of genocide to take place as long as we have breath and life and are able to do something about it. And it's